Hello everybody, welcome to IE Command, and in this video we're going to be going over the game log for the top 4 match from the Malachor trials. So I hope everybody got a chance to see the tournament that happened on 4/16. We had a live stream of the event thanks to Dave and Jess from the Built on Hope podcast live streaming that tournament and providing commentary. If you didn't see it, go ahead and check it out. The VOD is up on the channel. With timestamps and everything, so you don't have to sit through the entire 6-hour replay. But this is going to be the top 4 game, not for that tournament, but for the Malachor Trials, which was the 6-week league we had in the second half of Season 6 approved play. That was 21 players participated, and we did 6 weeks of Swiss and narrowed it down to a top 8. And for the top 8, we're doing something a little different than we usually do for our leagues, which is we're having all the top players nail down their lists. So normally in the league play, you get to swap your list each week because, it's not super fun to play the same list for 6 weeks in a row. But for the top 8, we're making the players pick a list and stick with it for the rest of the top 8 and kind of doing it like an 8-player tournament, single elimination. So in this match, and by the way, I want to mention the top 8 I want to give a shout out to the top 8 of the league because the only full game log we got for top 8 was Derek's game against Kyle. You can check that out on the channel. But I want to give a shout out. The other 6 players did not submit completed game logs that we can actually do a review of. So congratulations to our top 8, which was Lucas, Mark, Herbie, Joey, Derek and Kyle, who you guys saw, and then Morgan and Tuka. And we're going to see Morgan play against Derek here in the top 4. So let's jump into the game here. We've got, let's see. There we go. Let me get that off of there. I don't know why it does that. Okay. So Derek is at the top. No, wait a second. We got them swapped here. Derek's actually playing Scum, and Morgan is playing Empire. So let's swap these two. Yeah, Derek's playing Scum. Morgan is playing Empire. Hold on. Whoop. Had those mixed up there. Okay, there we go. So let's start off with Derek's list. We did get to see him play against Kyle. So we'll just briefly go over his list here. We've got IG-11, the Mandalorian, the 8-point version from Season 4, not Phoenix Rising, but he does have Clan of 2 attached, and the Child. And then he's got Onar, Jabba, Dr. Afra, Bib Fortuna, a regular Jawa, and Devious Scheme. So we actually got to see him play this in the tournament twice on stream too, so that's pretty cool. And then we've got Morgan, who is playing Empire. He's got Agent Callus, 2 Dewback riders with General's ranks, and Agent Callus has advanced comm system on them. He's got Emperor Palpatine with motivation, Iden Versio, 2 officers, Rule by Fear, and Zillow Technique. So we're going to see these Dewbacks do a lot of extra moving from the officers thanks to General's ranks. They're also going to get a bonus extra damage on their attacks when they attack with Emperor Palpatine. Who also, because he has motivation, it works really well with General's ranks. Motivation is you can exhaust it during that figure's activation, and a friendly figure that has line of sight to you gets to move or gains 1 movement point. And that interacts nicely with the new General's ranks, which is that whenever you gain a movement point outside of your activation, you gain 2 extra movement points instead. So that's going to be 3 movement points from motivation, which will be really nice for these Dewbacks. And we were playing on Mortar Fire on Lothal Spaceport. So this is the one. The doors are not locked, and each player places a mission token, 3 mission tokens. One of them is green, face down. At the end of the round, any figures that are on or adjacent to the green mission tokens that get flipped face up will take 3 damage, and otherwise you don't take damage. And the crates are worth 2 VPs each, as well as the generators on the top and bottom. And it looks like Morgan's got initiative going here into round 1, so he took the bottom one. And of course he does have initiative because Derek's running Devious Scheme, which is 1 point. Your opponent has initiative at the start of the mission, and you get to choose a deployment zone. So Derek got to pick the top deployment zone and make Morgan take initiative there, round 1. So I think they're tied on activations. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 for Morgan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, for Derek. So no passing here. We're going to draw for the round. Important to note, Morgan has initiative and has rule by fear. So if he ditches a card that costs 0 to 1, like Fleet Footed, which he just did, Derek can actually excavate it with Dr. Afra. See if he remembers to do so. And of course, first they're going to place their objectives. So Morgan placing his first, including one on Derek's terminal. And Derek going to do the same. One on Morgan's terminal and then two on the closest objectives. Generally, it's pretty easy to bank on your opponent putting the live mortar on your terminal because they know that you need those extra cards and you can forgo the VPs or go to the other. You have more choices for VPs than you do for command cards for terminals. So, and that's a problem for Empire for sure because usually they use officers to sit on those terminals. But those mortars deal 3 damage, which is exactly how much health an officer has. So, I mean, they would draw the card at least from the terminal at the status phase, but then they would die. So, anyway, looks like we got an officer activating for Morgan. Going to push up the Dewback, who gets 4 movement points from the officer's order thanks to general's ranks. Going to move up next to that objective there on the right side. And then the officer itself going to move out of the deployment zone, but not next to any of these mortar tokens, obviously. And now it looks like Jabba, and I don't see excavation being used yet. Jabba is focusing Mando and then going to move up next to the terminal. So Derek going to use Jabba as his terminal sitter. Now, I don't think he used fleet-footed for that because it looks like he gave up drawing an extra command card to do this. So that's unfortunate that he forgot to excavate. That would have let him have Jabba be his terminal sitter, but still get to draw a card. Oh, here it is. Okay, excavate. Fleet-footed being excavated. But Derek, it looks like they're not gonna, or Derek's not gonna try and use it retroactively. So it is available for another of Derek's figures to use. Now we've got Iden activating. Looks like she's going to double move over to the generator to hold that for VPs. And now I've got Bib activating. Going to play planning to draw 2. I'm not sure what ability that was that triggered, but we'll find out. And Bib also going to focus Onar. Morgan activating Callus. Going to allow both players to draw a card with the Fulcrum ability. And, he activated Callus's ability when planning was played to give 2 damage power tokens to that Dewback rider. There we go. So that was Callus's Hunt Descent earlier in the previous activation. And now Callus is going to sit on the terminal for Morgan. So that means he's probably going to take 3 damage at the end of the round. Jawa, in a similar boat to the officers, the regular Jawa, only 3 health. So if he gets hit by one of those live mortars, he's going to die. But Generator doesn't have a mortar, so he's going to send him over there, and that makes sense. Officer activating for Morgan. Going to push up this other Dewback. And going to run over to not stand next to anything that resembles a mortar. Okay, Onar activating for Derek. Going to stand next to the crate that doesn't have a mortar on it, or doesn't have a mission token on it. We don't know which ones are the mortars yet, though we're banking on them being the terminal. Palpatine activating for Morgan. Looks like he's using motivation to move that Dewback 3 spaces, and going to double move behind the Dewback. And nobody's opened any doors yet. Okay, we've got Mando coming up here with the child. Just going to send the child down to stand next to the objective. And important to note, the child only has 2 health, so, I mean, normally if that objective had a live mortar on it, then Derek could lose the child, but the Clan of 2 attachment actually protects the child from taking any damage unless it's being attacked directly. So child really good at sitting on objectives that have mortar tokens on them for that reason. In fact, I feel like it would make even more sense to put the child on the terminal, since he knows that's probably where the green one's going to be. But he did that with Jabba, so well, he is maximizing his VPs, I guess, because Jabba wouldn't be able to go and control one of the crates. All right, Dewback Rider coming up here to the far left door, right next to where the child is. Dr. Afra going to move up and open the door for Derek. And second Dewback going to activate for Morgan. Just going to move over and control the crate with the mission token on it in the bottom hallway next to his deployment zone. And now I've got IG activating, going to go and control the far right crate that does not have a mission token on it. So now we're going to find out which mission token was the live one. Both players are going to draw for a turn. Is this blue? No, that's green. So terminal for Morgan's terminal is going to be green. So Callus going to take 3 damage. And of course, terminal for Derek's side, also green. Jabba going to take 3 damage there. So now they pull all the mission tokens off. There's 6 total, 3 for each player, 1 live, 1 for each player. And they're going to have to replace them here at the start of the round. There we go. So it looks like Derek's got initiative. So Derek's going to put 1 on Morgan's terminal. And then 1 each on his 2 left side objectives. Morgan going to put 1 next to Onar. Going to put 1 next to IG-11. And the final one going to be on the middle objective. So that's interesting. Excavation being used here. It looks like fleet-footed never got used by excavation. So now Derek can excavate planning, which is really good. But his Afra is kind of up there in the middle of nowhere. But we're going to see how Morgan deals with this situation, since both of Morgan's doors are closed. And Derek's got initiative. He's going to activate IG-11. Looks like he's going to go down and attack Palpatine with guild programming. So rapid fire. Both attacks are going to be focused, unless Morgan playing Calm Disruption to negate that card. Morgan has 2 spies. He's got Iden and Callus, so just enough to cancel out the 2-point, now currently 2-point guild upgrade, or guild programming. So I think Derek's going to be doing a lot less damage here than he predicted. Does have a reroll. Nice, gets an extra damage. That's going to be 4 Pierce 1. Still a bit oversurged. Looks like Palpatine. Oh no, IG-11 is going to pitch a card with Bib Fortuna's illicit arms to add +1 damage. He's pitching primary target because he can't use it. And let's see if Morgan decides to pitch for Zillow. Does not look like it, so Palpatine going to take 4 there. Ooh, second attack, Palp rolls a triple block. Oh no, is that rerolled? Was that a bad reroll? No, it's fine. He just got unlucky and rerolled in from a single surge into the same facing. So it looks like there's going to be another 4 damage Pierce 1, but this time against 3 blocks. Zillow's already been discarded, or exhausted, excuse me. So that's going to do 2 damage. Yep, Palp takes 2. Let's see what IG does here. Looks like he's got opportunistic, so that's going to give him 3 movement points with IG-11. And that's going to trigger Callus's Hunt Descent. Oh, and Negation also going to come down. That's going to prevent IG-11 from moving back, really back to safety. Although that's pretty good unless Morgan opens that middle door. Morgan is going to open the far left door with the Dewback Rider, and now going to declare an attack on Afra with a power token. What is this? Oh, I'm going to play Element of Surprise. So this could actually easily one-shot Afra with the power token. And look, we're also showing... Oh no, it looks like Element's being negated by Derek. So Derek going to keep that defense die. And that is a dodge. So that negation happened to just really pay off there. Because that look at that offensive roll. That would have killed Afra if she had rolled a blank. Would have killed her in one shot. So Dewback able to move away from that area thanks to Mounted having giving it 3 movement points at the start of its activation. Alright, dice are being cleared after activating for Derek. Gonna move back to safety behind Onar and stay on that objective, hoping that, well, there is no mission objective on the terminal anymore on Derek's side. So Morgan put them on all mission tokens, so it could be anywhere really. It's going to be hard to gauge. Okay, we've got Iden moving up here. Going to take a shot at Onar. Nice little cross the room shot. Going to spend her token for pulse cannon. So it's going to double that offensive power token. No surges, so doesn't have to really worry about get down, taking away 2 damage. We're doing 7 here. Yep, Onar going to take it. And it looks like she's dropping off the droid companion. Who's going to go for the child with its attack. It's a pretty decent attack. It could do it. Yellow die with +1 damage, surge for +1. Oh, rolls a single surge. Oh, and the child rolls the block evade. So it actually stops the entire attack. Very unfortunate for Morgan there. And interesting that Derek did not bother to use force exhaustion. Since if you attack the child or the figure it's attached to, it can use force exhaustion to incapacitate itself. Sorry guys, I'm going to have to take a drink here. So good attack for Iden. Not so great for Dio. Who can now be attacked actually. Okay, Onar gonna rush, it looks like. Gonna play to the limit. So he moved and then he rushed, and then now he's getting a third action with to the limit, which is going to allow him to attack Palpatine. He is focused, and what is this? Yeah, so that's to the limit. Big roll. That is going to be a 7. And he can add 1 with illicit arms if he wants to get over the +1 block from Zillow. Yeah, so it looks like he's going to discard Onar's command card, extra protection, to add +1 with illicit arms, and that should kill Palpatine. Yep, so that's dead Palpatine. Derek going up to 18 points. Morgan still at 4 from his objectives. But now Derek's on the board with confirmed VPs for kill. Alright, officer going to come up and shoot at Onar. Pretty good roll. I mean, that's 4 damage unless Onar uses get down, which looks like he is. So officer going to do 3 damage. And let's see who's moving. This looks like an Onar attack. Derek is activated Jabba, paid 2 VPs to use order hit, which lets Onar perform an attack on the officer, and he gets the range he needs, just raw range, since Onar definitely doesn't have any surge for plus accuracy. Cower not going to save this officer. Going to be another 3 points for Derek. So he went from 18 to 19, and he got rid of an activation. That's not bad, actually. Onar has 2 movement points left because of order hit, and so he uses it to move next to IG-11. And are we at the end of the round? I don't know. Oh, this is Callus activating. I'm going to let both players draw a card. And he's going to take a long shot here at Onar. Blue, green, green, not bad accuracy, but I don't think he has does he have a surge for accuracy? Oh, he does have a surge for +2 accuracy. So in that case, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's a range 8. That's going to be tough. He's got 5 on the dice. Oh, he's 1 short. He can surge for +2 for 7 accuracy. The attack is at 8. Okay. So that's going to be a miss. And let's see. We've got Excavated Planning being played by Bib. Yeah, Bib Fortuna, who's going to then move 3. Alright, second Dewback going to come up and... Oh no, this is the second officer. I'm going to move the Dewback to the right. To be coming around that corner to get IG and Onar. And then the officer is going to take its place on the objective. So hoping that that is not the green objective. Otherwise the officer is done for. And now we've got the Dewback Rider activating. And it's going to use Mounted to move to the right, or it can draw line of sight to Onar. We've got a card being played. Oh, Iron Will. So Onar only going to take 3 damage from this attack, which is really important because he's got 5 health. So he would have probably died. Yeah, he would die from that attack. But Iron Will is going to keep him alive at 2 health left. And now Mando is going to activate. He is focused, and he's going to come down and take a long shot at the Dewback. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Range 7 shot. It could make it. And we got a card being played. Oh, tools. Okay. See if he adds an extra red. Yeah, he does actually add an extra red with tools for the job. Alright, looks like who did he attack? Oh, the Dewback. Oh my goodness, did he one-shot the Dewback? Dewback has 9 health. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Minus 2 is, yeah, 9. Oh my goodness. And because it's Disruptor Rifle, even if Morgan pitches to make it 8 damage, the Disruptor Rifle will see that the Dewback only has 1 health left and will just go ahead and defeat it. So, nice payoff from using Disruptor Rifle there. Able to push a kill through Zillow technique. And I'm going to zoom up a little bit here so we can see. Alright, so that was Mando. He moved 4 and he shot with Disruptor Rifle to take out a Dewback in 1 hit. And Field Tactician is going to be played by Grogu, or the child, I should say. That's going to move him all the way up to Afra. Interesting. Especially since Morgan's getting initiative next round. Although Derek could have take, and it won't be contested since Morgan used his negation and his comms disruption. Okay. Looks like Celebration being discarded for Thrawn's ability. And now we got Morgan starting off. Laying down the crates. And here's take initiative from Derek. Oh, and he's excavating negation. So that's not a new negation. That was in the discard pile already. Alright, Mando going to activate with initiative. Looks like he's going to attack Callus with Disruptor Rifle. Ooh, playing Element of Surprise. And Derek is... Oh, okay. So I'm guessing they cut it there because Derek's at 34. So here attacking Callus. Callus only has 5 health left. And defeating Callus here will put Derek at 40. So that's the game, and Derek did win this match. So congrats to Derek winning the top 4 game. Hopefully we have a log for the other top 4, and we'll get one for the finals to go over that. And again, make sure check out the VOD for the live stream of the April 16th tournament that happened, and hopefully we'll get some top 4 and finals game logs to review for that as well. Alright, thanks everybody for watching. We'll see you later.